I think we've got time for just about 2 more questions, so we'll try and get to them quickly for Amirah and Nasira, who both haven't asked the question yet. So going with Amirah first with question number 16.
So with the lockdown, Professor, women and children could be trapped in difficult situations with their abusers. They were unable to leave their homes, buy airtime, get money or tools to call for help, and etc. How can we help women and children raise their voice during this pandemic?
Yes, it's true. We know that gender-based violence and violence against children is an important thing that happens in our country and happens amongst our women. And we did see an increase in gender-based violence and violence against children. And this obviously we need to deal with in many ways. And so we have to change the way society thinks about women and how society values children. And we need to make sure that we have different mechanisms to protect women and children. And so again, we need to work a lot more in interventions and delivering interventions to protect women and children. And it is true that women were vulnerable and children were vulnerable, and that some women and children had terrible experiences during lockdown. Lockdown caused a lot of anxiety. People lost their money. Families were hungry, and increased stress in the household. And when you have increased stress in the household, often that is accompanied by violence, particularly if people are also abusing alcohol. And so we need to do a lot more work in this country on that. And certainly not enough work is being done, and we need to concentrate on that in the post-pandemic South Africa.